This week I competed once again in the 15k tournament in Antalya, and this week was a huge chance to get a bid for the title. I was playing with Michal, who actually had set points against Dominic team in the Davis Cup earlier this year, has won multiple futures already and is ranked around top 500 for singles. So I messaged him, asked him to play with me, and we said let's do it.
So the warm-up before round one was on this far court. Just wanted to feel the groove, feel the rhythm. Obviously, warming up the volleys is super important before a doubles match, but I don't like to do it for too long. I like to make sure my volleys feel crisp and that I'm not kind of doing too many so that some errors start creeping in. It kind of sounds silly, but I like to just keep it fresh. And on the smashes, I'm just thinking so much about where I want to put the ball. And then if I can just lock in on that spot, and then I can start hitting the targets, it gives me so much confidence.
In the first round, we played against the seed number ones in the tournament, two Japanese players, ranked about 450 and 650 at the time of playing the match. We knew if we could get over this first hurdle, we would have a good chance of going all the way.
So then we go straight into the first match against the seed number ones. We've got to really be on our A game here in this match. These guys were solid players, and we knew if we can kind of cross this first hurdle, we could potentially, go far in this tournament. I'd never played with Michal before. He mainly plays singles, so definitely a strong player from the baseline. And I think my volleying and my kind of doubles over the last few weeks definitely complemented his game style. You can see here, these guys were very solid in that, like a brick wall. And, we get a first sudden death break point chance there. Michal misses that return, but makes up for it on the next point. And that was one of the main things that we were saying, look, we're going to get chances. There are going to be sudden death juices. Like here, once again, we're just going to try and make the most of them. And there we go. We get a break point chance and we use it. And we got 3-2 here on serve in this first set. And consolidating these breaks is huge because Michal's got a really, really, massive serve. So that was, one of the areas where, we're not going to lose those service games. So I had to be on my A game, not miss any serves, not lose any service games. But unfortunately, Michal's service game here, we go down 40-30, giving away 2 break points, obviously because of the sudden death juice. And obviously, he's running crazy from the baseline. I look to try and poach, get past, and here at 5-all, it gets super tense in this first set. So 6-all, 1-all in this tie break. Definitely wanted to get off to a good start. These breakers were 7 points, so every point counts. I think me and Michal, we were definitely on edge a little bit. I think this set would decide a lot, obviously with a new partner, playing with someone new. Those first kind of games and sets you play with someone are huge for confidence. So definitely wanted to take this one, but these guys go up 4-2 at the change of ends. Definitely, a little bit of a deficit, but getting a little bit lucky with that net cord and sometimes a little bit of fate going our way. Get it back to 5-4 here. Michal with just a low volley, great volley there, puts it short. I look to just try and do a nice down the line ball, trying to win that point. We go 6-all, and we managed to get out our first set point here. I think we saved 1 set point already at 6-5. Now we win the first set, 7-6. So good for confidence, and now we're on a roll. One other thing I want to add is that these guys are great returners. They really moved across the court really well. They really used the spaces. And as you saw in the kind of previous points, they had very good hands. I think that me and Michal were a little bit more kind of aggressive doubles players. We had a very set, strong game, serving, baseline, kind of knock-off volleys. And I think sometimes when you have these contrasting styles, you really have to find a way of, figuring out what's going to work against these types of opponents. And you can see here we're down with break in the second set. We really wanted to find a break back here. This point was absolutely huge. Obviously, a match tie break, anything can happen. It's a bit of a lottery. So, unfortunately, losing that point. But I've got a point here on sudden death juice. Try to go up the middle. Michal comes across, just everywhere at the net. Puts that volley short. He's everywhere. And somehow didn't manage to put it away. But it's me at the back of the baseline now. Just putting that backhand long, trying to overplay it. I got a little bit angry at myself because, should have made them play. Should have gone up the middle. But nevertheless, Michael's on serve here, put away a nice volley. Now it's their chance to serve it out for the set and see what we got to come up with. Great forehand up the line there. Got 2 break point chances. Just got to stay in the cross on this point. Just don't want to be anything too crazy. And we do manage to take the break to go 5-all in this second set. And that's huge, because if we can win this game, sudden death juice, we secure a tiebreak at a minimum. And we've got that confidence from the first one, so hopefully that can build through to the second. And similar to the first, the tiebreak began to slip away from us a little bit. They just began to play some really solid tennis, completely locked in. We missed a few volleys and we go 6-1 down. And at this point, we're kind of laughing to each other in between the points, like comeback ? And just kind of laughing about that. But actually, here at 6-4, 6-5, it was on. Great volley there from Michal to save this set. And this was going to be huge, 2 points away instead of playing a match tiebreak. Michal with a huge smash, 7-6, first match point here. They come to the net and we win this match, 7-6, 7-6 against the seed number ones, a huge win.
But now I want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Fuzzy Yellow Balls. Now, Fuzzy Yellow Balls I've talked about on the channel in the past, but essentially the new rules of singles playbook is a playbook that's going to give you all the strategy, the game IQ that you need to step up and level up your tennis game. What it basically does is it breaks down all of the set plays that you need to use in tennis, how to play the big points, and it's all backed up by stats expert Craig O'Shaughnessy, who's worked with the likes of Novak Djokovic. I've met him personally, and the guy knows exactly what the plays are on the big points and how you can win them. So if you're interested in stepping up your tennis game, knowing what to do on big points, knowing how to beat the guy on the other side of the net, no matter what your level is, I've used a lot of the strategies in there over the weeks and months getting my ATP points here on the tour, and I can tell you it's super, super valuable if you have a clear strategy on those big points. So that's what it helped me with. So go and check out the link in the description. You can also check out the app on the App Store, makes things so much easier. Will and Craig will run you through each of the set plays in a video so you know exactly what they're talking about. So go and check it out with the link in the description. I'd highly recommend it if you want to step up your tennis game. And now let's get back to the video and see if I can take my first title. Yes guys, so tough match. I mean, we really made it hard for ourselves. The second set, 6-1 down in the tie break. We started laughing to each other when it was like 6-2, 6-3.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean,
we were like smiling, but then like, let's concentrate here. And then, we got it done.
it was quite tough, like it's a little roller coaster with emotions and up and downs, and yeah, crazy.
I mean, playing together for the first time, beating seed number ones, you take it.
In the second round, we were to face against 2 Chinese players ranked 1200 and 1300 at the time. We actually didn't manage to record this match, but here were our thoughts after we won the match.
Right guys, so another tough match there. I think overall, the level's improved. I mean, I know Michael's playing the singles as well. He was telling me he's feeling the ball a little bit better. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel kind of comfortable, and we kind of suit to each other with the play style, and we could have like closed it in
this
first set.
But I think overall we're serving good, we're returning good, doing the basics pretty well.
And so in the semi-finals, we played Alkaya and Ozdemir, ranked 897 and 723. And this was definitely going to be a tough match, but if we can get over this stage, then it's all to play for in the final. So once again here in Antalya into the semi-finals, playing 2 Turkish players, Mert Alkaya and Mert Ozdemir. These are 2 very solid doubles players. I played Alkaya in the singles. I lost 10-8 in my first week here. So, these guys can play. But definitely with Michal, the confidence was high. Obviously winning our first 2 matches. Haven't lost a set yet. So definitely wanted to kind of keep that streak going. Not play any match tie breaks, because those are kind of the nervy tie breaks where just uncontrollable stuff happens. But it was on serve here. I definitely think that Michal was getting better and better throughout the tournament. He was also winning in singles, playing better and better because this was his first week in Antalya, so just getting used to the conditions. And from the baseline, he was just so solid, and hit such a high quality ball that it was nice and easy for me to like fake, poach, try and come across and do my job at the net to try and close out these points. And we get 3 break point chances here pretty early on in this match. And on the break points, I like to just be solid, go cross, ask the question. If I get a nice ball, I'm going to go line, but try and let my partner do the work on the crosses and let them think about it a little bit. But we do go break point chance down here and get broken actually on my serve with a great return game from them because they had no fear. And sometimes when you have no fear in doubles, you're very dangerous because, especially when you just tank it at the net player, it's a scary place to be if you've got a ball absolutely cannoning towards you. But we wanted to have a good response, try and take this first set because we knew it was going to be a battle. Great forehand line from me gives us another break point chance on their serve. And we managed to take it to go 4-3 up. And from here, the aim was to try and run away with the set. And 5-3, 40-30, another set point chance. And through some solid baseline hitting, we managed to take it. Going through into the second set, with one set away from a final once again. Didn't try and think about it too much, just tried to kind of enjoy the match, enjoy the moment a little bit. My brother was out there to watch me for this week, so definitely had some crowd support this week, which was really, really nice. So kind of helping us with a little bit of motivation. So definitely wanted to try and at least let him watch a final of mine. That was the plan. And of course, take the first title hopefully this week. Serving here at 4-2, 40 love, holding a very, very solid service game, and the momentum's completely shifted here. And at 5-2, I played one of the most ridiculous volleys I've ever hit. That was insane. And 40 love up for a chance to play in the final. And with that reflex volley, we made it happen, and we're into the final here in Antalya. That also meant we got 8 ATP points. And so before the final, I warmed up Michal before his singles semi-final, I believe it was. Me here, you can see, just grooving, trying to find a nice balance in the crosses. I think that, this was important to just play on the match court before you play a final. Just feel the groove a little bit. I don't like to play for too long, 30 to 40 minutes, but yeah, I was excited.
And so in the final, we were to play Vosel and Beaupart, but this was definitely going to be a tough match and a worthy match to take our first 15k title if we won.
These two were the seed number 2s, very solid doubles players, and we knew it was going to be difficult. So from the very first point, really just trying to hustle, focus on just winning our service games, potentially trying to just get to a tie break. I'm going to let you guys watch quite a bit of this one. It's the first real tense moment here at 5-all. Some really tight reflex volleys there from myself give us a 30-15 lead. This was going to be a huge chance to break potentially. Simon plays a great ball up the line, 40-30 here. They come across the net, absolute hustle reflex volley from myself. They put the ball long, we get a break. They're not happy about it, but we have a chance here on Michael's serve to serve out the first set. Great reflex lob there from myself. Then making the ball back in play, but putting away the smash as I should. That was a huge point, potentially to go 30 love down. And on Michael's serve, it was an inevitability that at 40-30 here, with that reflex volley, we take the first set. So some of the footage in the second set unfortunately cut out, but we were serving for the match at 5-4 on my serve, but didn't manage to take it, which meant that here we have a set tiebreak to enjoy. It's going to be first to 7 points for the title. We go down 4-3 here on their serve. They played some really good points, and definitely this was a point that we kind of had to win. Some great volleys there. Just putting that ball long, I think on those balls it's so easy to not really know what to do. Like we saw with me against the seed number ones earlier in this video. A great reflex volley there. Couldn't quite manage to scramble up to it. And here at 6-4, go for a little bit too much, try and be too good. Double fault, and we're into a match tie break for the title. And from here, we just turned it up to 11. Michael puts in a very solid serve, and here at 9-5 returning for the title, I just think to myself, just put more balls in play. Michael hits a great volley, has the smash, and we win my first pro title. It felt a little bit surreal, and I was just so happy. And of course, after the match, we decided to do a pool jump like in Barcelona. I said to Michael after the first round that we had to do it, and there it is. The water was actually not too cold, so it wasn't that bad, but a very, very solid week. My first pro title in Antalya. 15 ATP points to go with it, which will shoot me up to around 800 in the rankings, so definitely one to remember.